So if we go further, so that those branches extended on each side like the arms of a man, and together with the body presented the appearance of a huge cross, and on the bark in several places also was inscribed the letter Tau, for Tammuz, sun god worship. Isn't it amazing? This all boils back so many times to sun god worship, and they try to superimpose this on Jesus Christ, the Son of God. S-O-N of God, but this is S-U-N. Devil's good at what he does. Oh, he's really good. Remember, he's the most subtle beast of the field. It's subtle, a lot of this stuff. I mean, in a way it's obvious, but it's very subtle at the same time in some ways. Now, this is a quote from Colonel Wilford's Asiatic Researches, Volume 10, page 124, of the Hyssops to Babylons. Evidently, it's a quote within a quote. It says, the cross, thus widely worshipped or regarded as a sacred symbol, was the unequivocal symbol of Bacchus. Well, who's Bacchus? Well, he's the god of debauchery, drunkenness. Did you know that? That's who Bacchus is. I go around, there's a restaurant in our hometown that's Bacchus. They're probably occultists that own it. I mean, I doubt they just picked that name out by accident. They want the blessing of Bacchus on their bar. Who better to have your blessing than the god of drunkenness and debauchery on your bar? People come in and get real drunk and spend a lot of money, and you make money. So this cross was regarded as the unequivocal symbol of Bacchus. Sacred symbol. The Babylonian Messiah. That's who they call Bacchus. The Babylonian Messiah. For he was represented with the headbands covered with crosses. Did you know that? That Bacchus was represented with a headband covered with crosses? Remember, he was the Babylonian Messiah. All this is, when we try to superimpose the cross on Jesus Christ, is counterfeit religion. They're just trying to superimpose it on there. A little leaven leaveneth the whole lump. This symbol of the Babylonian god is reverenced at this day. In all the wide wastes of Tartary, wherever that is, where Buddhism prevails. And the way in which it is represented forms a striking commentary on the language applied by Rome to the cross. Now I have a note here. I said, with such a wide pagan appeal, this will greatly help to usher in the one world religion of the Antichrist. I guarantee he's going to incorporate the cross into some particular manner of... It's not going to offend him. Everybody thinks, oh, the werewolves and the devils, they don't like the cross and all this other stuff. You got another thing coming. You got another thing coming. He would love you to believe that. And that's why, one of the reasons that Christians are going to buy it hook, line, and sinker when the Antichrist comes about. He's not going to have a problem with crosses. And they're going to think, well, he can't be the Antichrist because he doesn't have a problem with the cross. You know, Hollywood told me that he would. Well, don't go to Hollywood or Hollywood to get your theology. It's not a really good idea. And then this goes on to say, and the way in which it, meaning this cross, is represented forms a striking commentary on the language applied by Rome to the cross. Though not an object of worship among Buddhists, the cross is a favorite emblem and device among them. It is exactly the cross of the Manchurians, which leaves and flowers springing from it. This cross, putting forth leaves and flowers and fruit also, as I am told, is called the divine tree, the tree of the gods, the tree of life and knowledge, and productive of whatever is good and desirable, and is placed in the terrestrial paradise. So that's a quote from that thing. Here's another quote from Hyssop's book. Compare this language with the language of Rome applied to the cross, and it will be seen how exact is the coincidence. In the office of the cross, it is called the tree of life. This is the office of the cross, like they have the office of the Inquisition. Cross is referred to as the tree of life, whereas in the Bible, where it's representative of the accursed tree. Remember, any cursed be anyone that hangeth on a tree. He bore our sin. He took the curse on him. Remember those verses we just read? Okay. But in the office of the cross in the Catholic Church, it's called the tree of life. There's also with when we use the office, could also be in reference to the actual liturgy of the Catholic Church, meaning like the things that they repetitively speak over and over type of thing. Yeah. And the worshipers in the Catholic Church are taught thus to address it, "Hail, O cross, triumphant wood, true salvation of the world." That confirms what you said. Now listen to this. These are the Catholics doing this. The Catholics. I think the Catholic religion is one of the highest abominations on the planet Earth, because they're doing it in the name of Jesus Christ. It's one thing if you're a Buddhist or you're whatever, but they're doing it in the name of supposedly Christianity. Here's one of the things they say in the office of the cross, quote, "Hail, O cross." Hail, O cross? The cursed tree? No, it says, "Hail, O cross, triumphant wood." Triumphant wood? I thought Jesus Christ was the one that triumphed, not the wood. The cursed wood didn't triumph. Jesus Christ triumphed. Okay, my faith isn't in the wood of the cross. My faith is in Jesus Christ. You see how subtle this is, though? How easy it would be to you know. And then it said, "Hail, O cross, triumphant wood, true salvation of the world. Among trees there is none like in leaf, flower, and bud. O cross, our only hope." Our only hope, O cross. It doesn't say, "O Jesus Christ, our only hope." It says, "O cross." This is just one of the many abominations of the Catholic religion. You know, I've got a whole Word PDF file. If you key in the word Catholicism or Catholics or whatever, you'll get some of my sermons. On every one of the ones that pertain to Catholics, I have a PDF file attached, and that'll load your boat on just about every facet of corruption of the Catholic religion. But it says, "O cross, our only hope, increase righteousness to the godly, and pardon the offenses of the guilty." Like the cross can do this. What? Well, they're worshiping the cross, aren't they? Isn't this worship? "Hail, O cross, triumphant wood"? And it says, "O cross, our only hope." I thought there was only salvation in Jesus Christ. "For you are saved by grace through faith, and that not of yourself, is the gift of God, not of works, lest any man should boast." You know, "I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh unto the Father but by me." Jesus Christ said these things. But they're saying it's the cross is our only hope. What an abomination to God. The very instrument used in his death, they're attributing divinity to and saying it's their only hope. Man, they got things way backwards here. The London Record of April 1842 gave the following specimen from a book of devotions on the Passion, set forth by Catholics for the use of the members of the Church of England. Okay, so this is a thing they got out of these devotions of Passion that was set forth by Catholics. It says, "O faithful cross, thou peerless tree, sweet is the wood, and sweet the weight." And that weight is like a weight, like a W-E-I-G-H-T. "Sweet is the wood, and sweet the weight, and sweet the nails that penetrate." Sweet the nails that penetrate? "Thee, thou sweet wood." That's sick. Sweet are the nails that penetrate the wood? What is that in reference to? The nails that went through Jesus Christ's hands and feet? I don't view those nails as sweet. He bore our sin debt. He took our curse upon him. But there's nothing sweet about what happened to Jesus Christ. That is shameful. That is an abomination to say this. But, like I said, the Catholic religion specializes in abominations. It's all they do all day long. All day long. Everything they do is an abomination.